All right, well, now that everybody's here that's going to be here, let's make a start. We don't have Vinnick tonight, but everybody's here that's waiting to be made, basically. Yes, so no Vinnick tonight, but yes, let's kick it off. If you remember last session, which you weren't here for, Daniel, but last session, they managed to not sneak in to the the Emporium of Marvelous Rarities, and it turned into a bit of a fight unexpectedly. But Drift rather bravely rang into this place of immense psychic energy. He almost died, but he got the clay summoning thing for this very, very evil spirit. So now you have an empty box of empty chest of magical nullification, which ideally you'll put the crown in. But of course, to get to the crown, you have to know how to get into the palace, which is the only real problem now in front of you. You need to find a man called Narada Atik, and you have his address. He lives in the North District. And I don't know, maybe it'll be a smooth conversation. Maybe he'll want something, but we'll see. Maybe he's for you, shall we say. But before we get there, as you've all gathered in the Lucky Leap Tavern, a place of safety, if nothing else. As my sound kicks out. If you haven't long rested, feel free to take a long rest. And just wait for that to come back. And before you do whatever you want to do, your mother comes up to you, Toriel, and she says, well, Toriel, we're in a... I don't know how long I can stay in here. It's not a long-term solution, so... I mean, now that your father's dead, what's the next step? We can't hide here forever. What are we going to do, Toriel?
Mother, it's too dangerous out there now. We're looking for a solution, but it could be several more days. So you just have to be patient. I mean, even the rain is deadly. You can't even go outside.
I hear that, but I am getting very claustrophobic in here. And you think the rain's going to end in 3 days? Things will be back to normal?
Oh no, I said several days. It could be, I mean, it could be weeks. I know that seems like a long time, but we have a plan, but I just don't want to overpromise right now. And maybe we think it could be the solution to the rains and what's going on here, but we won't know until we do it.
I admire your bravery, Toriel. Your father would be very proud.
Big hug.
Big hug, absolutely. But I'm not kidding. I mean, I'm used to teaching snotty little brats about how to use their forks and how to, how to eat, how to drink from a teacup with a little pinky sticking out. I want out.
I know, but I mean, Mother, we don't even know if those children are even still alive. It's that bad out there. I mean, you saw just the beginning of it, and it's gotten worse. The food, there's no food. It is just it's like the end of the world out there.
You really know how to cheer up your old mum.
I'm just trying to convince her that it's not wise to go outside. But yeah, it sounds bad.
Could you? Okay, I can stay at least a few more days. Maybe a day at a time. That's how I'll do that. Maybe a little favor, Toriel. Maybe just a little thing while you're outside.
Of course, anything, Mother.
Bring me something from home. Maybe some fresh clothes as well.
I will. I'll do what I can, Mom.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess we should be thankful that this nice man, Ricio Tane, the proprietor and Lord Simonda, has welcomed us in. I mean, we went there, or well, I was there in the palace, but Randall's brothers weren't, and he's been very kind. So thankful. And best of luck, Torrid. And as I said, your father would be very proud with your bravery.
Thank you, Mom. And yes, we are very fortunate that we were taken in here. This has been a safe haven, and I hope it continues to be.
Safe it is. Comfortable it is not.
For sure.
And she gives you another hug. Now, as we're having family conversation, let's have another family conversation of sorts. With Gala, Oren, and Primmel. Primmel starts. Well, Gala, this is quite the situations we've found ourselves in.
Oh, yes, it is. It's been terrible. I came close to where our home is and some farmlands, and it's dreadful everywhere. Our presence in a farmhouse caused quite a disturbance, and I hate to say it, but death seems to follow us everywhere. The death of children, and the death of just a destruction of a family. It's just there seems to be no end to all of this.
These are dark times, inevitably. I do need your advice on something, though, Gala. I need to find someone, and I need to make sure she is safe. I assume you know who I mean.
Yes, let me look at the gazetteer as a player, and I can get the name out. Pretty sure. Or actually, hold on a quick second. It's that one guy, the one person she's with. Terms.
Eric, I think was his name. Eric?
I think it was a guy, I believe. But yeah, okay. What was the name again?
Oh, Audric Nangarth.
Okay.
I assume you know who I'm referring to, and I need to make sure they're safe. So what do I do? Do I go? I mean, I don't have a great big huge neon wanted sign above my head.
I don't think it's good that you go out. The Rono family's name is still suspect. They might, through association with you, try to get to me if they find you out there, and I think that would be bad. We are heading out soon. We have to hit the North District, and I believe that person's a noble, correct?
Yeah, I'll take it across to the city map.
Yeah, I was deciding to look at the map, trying to get to the gazetteer page where that person's at. But they're probably in the noble section, I'm going to say, as the player. So we have to go to the north. If we could cross through, I could probably cross through the high district and check on their house to see if they're okay and see if we could bring them here, maybe.
The tricky things is that I don't believe the Nangas actually have an establishment like a noble house. I mean, there's a Ronald Villa and the Gold Tooth and so on. So I'm not entirely sure where they are. You could try the Golden Nectar Inn, but that's the first place I was going to head. That was our favorite place.
Where's that number? Is that Malcolm?
37. Right there.
Okay, yeah, thank you. But it's not far from here. I'm pretty sure I need to cut over um, personally to area. Was it
North.
110? So I have to. I think it's the rat catcher. So I have to head that way anyway. So I can stop by and make inquiries.
Okay.
And we also still have to head to other parts of the town to hopefully end this. So something I think we could do. Ultimately, if I leave the town again, I'd like to bring you with me and hopefully get you to Ronald Village out of the town.
Okay. I I know the town of Ronald is out there in the open. Do you think even there is safe?
I don't know. It didn't seem too bad compared to the city with all the demon knights that are here. Um, and also they're looking for you here. They could be looking for you there, but your father would be best to protect you with his standing guards and all that than here.
Okay. Thank you, Gayla. I will wait here, but please make sure they're safe.
I'll do what I can, Permal. Of course. Family takes care of family.
Indeed. Aaron says, and what would you have me do, Gayla? Would you like me to be by your side during these inquiries with Nardar Tick and that inn, or do you want me to wait here?
I need your steady aim and your courage with me, Oren. I left you here, hopefully, in case this wasn't a safe haven and you could help protect the people. But this seems to be a place of safety, and you can come with me next.
Oh, of course. When we have Lord Simonda here, we have Rhys Tane, and we have several royal guardsmen. No longer loyal to the Queen, but loyal to the land. So I think people will be safe here. So be it.
Yeah, no attacks. They have that wonderful barricade they put up. I think this place is as safe as it's going to be, and you should be with me.
All right.
I'll need your wisdom, your young eyes, and your sharp aim.
So be it. And just one more conversation I think it's important to have. Randall, your two brothers are here. Brothers, yep. Brothers in all the ways that are important. Christophilus is as moody as ever, but they both look very nervous. They're not saying much, but if there's anything you wish to say to them, Randall, feel free. You want to unmute yourself while you have a conversation?
Yep, before I have a conversation with myself. Alright, I'm gonna say, why the long faces, boys? I know times are grave, but there is still hope. We still have each other.
Christophilus says, well, what are we supposed to look glum? Mother's dead? Her funeral was weird? You've got me scraping the floors of mansions? Everything's gone to shit, and you expect us to look happy about it.
Well, I don't necessarily make you look happy, but at least don't look so out of place. This is a much bigger step up, if you don't remember. I mean, we're no longer in the shanties, we're in a nice... though it may be a basement, at least we don't have to worry about the rain, and the rain is quite horrible outside. And you have the kindness of quite a few strangers around here. Perhaps things are a little bit better on the flip side. Perhaps even, I want to tell you this, boys, we could still be a proper family, but it may require me to venture out some.
Christophilus just turns his back to you. He's not interested in what you're saying. But Corderius says, well, you're right, Randall. At least we've got food and shelter here, and a home in the shanties was barely a shelter, and we're hungry every day. So in that sense, rare step up. But what did you mean? About a family? What? I don't understand.
Right before Mother passed, she told me something unique. Apparently, my father is not dead. He's alive.
Oh, where is he?
I'm not entirely sure myself, but that may be an opportunity if we leave the city out here to kind of go find him. But if I can find him, maybe I can convince him to, take up with us, make up for lost time. You don't necessarily remember him, but I remember him being different, very strong-minded, sense of justice in a sense. But the reason why he left was because Mother had gotten herself into something bad. I need to try to figure this out. Perhaps, maybe it's somewhat linked with all of this. But the mere fact that he's out there somewhere could mean that there is still a possibility of a family for us. Hopefully when all of this ends.
We've gone through a lot of troubles in our own time, a lot of stressful things. I mean, not pointing any fingers, but Christophilus has been doing all sorts of horrible things. He joined a cult, for goodness sake. And we took the time, and we welcomed him back. But don't take this the wrong way, Randall, but your father sounds like a coward. He took off when things got tough. That's not what families do.
I'm sure he would have his reasons. At least I could hold on to that hope. At least hear him out. And besides, we have an opportunity. We're still a family together. And though I may not necessarily be here to always watch after you, which is probably much needed, even if Christophilus doesn't want to hear it, but I do care for you boys, and I try to carve out a way for you to live a better life than what we could ever achieve. And it would be done by the right way, the just way.
There's justice out there in a world currently so corrupted.
Though it may be small, we have to take the opportunity. Justice is out there. We just have to find it.
All right. Thanks, Randall. And Corderius gives you a nice warm embrace, while Christophilus continues to give you the cold shoulder.
I love you too, Christophilus. Regardless if you want to ignore me or not, I still have plans. You can be a fine warrior. This magic that have occurred, these runes, perhaps you should study them. They may come in beneficial. And Randall will kind of pull out the some of the runes that he's been marking down. And he kind of lays it at his feet over there. I know he's kind of turned around over there, but I'm going to kind of like lay it down over there. Perhaps study upon them later.
If it's possible to give even a colder of a shoulder, he does that.
Yeah.
I'm happy with you. Families, eh? What can you do? All right.
Well, know that I do what your best. Perhaps maybe to melt that cold shoulder. Perhaps the one of fire, and he'll tap the one that's about the third one from the left. Perhaps that's the first one you should learn.
This actually gets some attention. And he turns around and says, "What's that? A fire rune? I could make fire with that?"
Yes, but it's going to take quite a bit of effort. I think Toriel's, her mom is quite a bit of a teacher. Now, I believe she teaches some finer etiquettes over there, but perhaps there's some ideas of reading, perhaps, maybe? She could probably help you try to decipher that.
He all of a sudden loses interest and turns a cold shoulder to you again.
Well, perhaps I'll leave it to you, to your own ways, but I feel like this will keep you busy for the time being, at least keep you out of trouble.
Cold shoulder.
Just remember, if something happens to me, you're the next in line. And then with that, I'm just going to kind of go ahead and kind of put my hand through Cordarius's hair over there, and I'm going to step out.
Okay, there's any other conversations people wish to have? Otherwise, we can just advance to the next day with a long resting.
Just a question.
Yep.
With the long rest and all these conversations being had, would Ricio be able to donate a few supplies to Drift so I could use it to attempt to make some potions with my herbalism kit?
No. I mean, he runs an inn, not an apothecary. I mean, there are places you could buy that stuff in town, but of course, town is a bit disrupted, shall we say, at the moment.
Okay, I just didn't know with the background of being from the brewing monks if that would help me use any of the alcohol to brew like a health potion or anything like that.
No, you need some stuff, but that's something we can keep in mind, but not just at the moment. And maybe something you could do once you're out and about, finding some herbs, but not just for the moment. But you're good. Okay, is there anything else? Okay, so the next morning comes. Lord Simonda gathers you all together and says, all right, the final part of the plan. I need to find Nardartik. As I said, he's the royal architect. He will know even how we could use this tunnel of love to get access to the palace. And as you no doubt know, going through the front door is just not an option. But this is a secret way. And please, for the love of gods, be a little bit more sneaky than you were in the Emporium. That could have gone very, very bad. So be careful.
It's Lord Simonder. I was wondering if I could speak to you privately about
Oh,
some personal matters.
Of course. Would you like to do that in voice channel too?
Yes, I think he would.
All right. See you over there, Daniel. What is it, Gail?
And she'll produce the key that he gave her to his
Yep.
tomb and say, I'm handing it back to him and saying, I don't fear that you're going anywhere. Shimigami is no longer trying to turn you in as part of any plan. Just get closer. And I don't know what you wanted me to do in your tomb since you're still living. You asked me to go if something had happened to you, and and do you want me to keep the key or? And she's handing it back to him.
He takes it back, and he says, all right, well, as I said, I did not know what Shinigami was up to, but things have calmed down. I mean, there's still a chance I will die, but the chance is getting... I feel safe here. I don't think the Queen will find me here. And I feel I am the most wanted man in all of Aglarion. But, yes, I'm glad I busted this with you. And maybe there's a few more years in this old bastard yet.
Oh, I hope many years.
All right. Well,
Is there anything you needed to know about that, though, or is that a secret that you want to take to your grave?
literally take to my grave. As I hinted to you, there are secrets in my family's tomb. I mean, it's not just a burial place for me, it's a burial place for the Monders over the years. And there are secrets in that tomb that... I'll just leave it at that. There are secrets.
I understand.
But we'll just leave it locked up for now. But Gayla, if I ever do perish, I assume you've taken a note of the numbers on the ring?
Oh, it was a ring.
It's a ring, a
I mean,
signet ring.
let me do an intelligence check just so the other players think something's happening.
Oh.
Kind of fun. I'll do that. All right. And I'll be like, you mean that the 7 and the 4 and I think the 6?
4, 2.
4-2?
If you go to the handouts in the thing, there's a Lord Simonder's signet ring, and it's got the numbers written down there if Daniel has forgotten it. But I'm not sure if Daniel's making Gala to be perhaps a bit dense. It's just hard to say.
I don't remember it, so I'm looking in the handouts you said somewhere.
Yep. Sort of right under where it says protagonists. There's handouts.
Yeah.
And then Lord Simonder's signet ring.
Protagonists, handouts. I gotcha. See it. Cool. Yeah. Oh, 242. Cool. Gotcha. I'll remember that. I'm gonna put that on my notes on my character sheet.
Sure. All right, but yeah. It almost seems polite to say, but I'm feeling good. We've got the master key. We've got the box of magical nullification. Now just our way into the palace. Things are looking up.
Hopefully, I was thinking, if once we leave the city, if the queen is dead, there might be even more of a ruckus. I was thinking of taking Permal back to his father and Ronno Villa. Do you think that would be wise? Or do you think it'd be safer here?
Safe is a relative word.
I
mean, the Runnels, as you know, are not want for money, and money often buys safety here. So maybe take him back to the town of Runnel. Couldn't hurt.
Thank you for your wisdom.
Take this as you want, but the being around you, particularly at the moment, is not safe. So get him far away from here, far away from you. Give him a hug, and then move on.
All right, thank you, Lord Simonder.
All right, back to the other voice channel.
Yep.
All right. Any other conversations, or shall we move on?
And for me,
So Ricio Tane takes you upstairs to the up the stairs of the Lucky Leap Tavern. Wishes you good luck, and the rest of you. Oh, as you're about to leave, Evra comes running up the steps and says, "Hey guys, do you want me to come with you? I mean, things are a little bit weird between me and Ricio, and kind of look like a mutant version of his wife, and I'm okay with it. I accept who I am. Do you want me to come along as well?"
I cannot speak for the group. I would not mind it, but also the decision weighs heavy on my heart, for if you also get killed by my decisions, then I have basically killed you twice.
That's very dramatic, but I don't know. If I'm not wanted, that's fine. No?
I'm fine with it if everybody else is. We'll have to weigh this decision. You die.
I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. Is that from last session?
Oh, so Avra was somebody with Ricio Tane. She was Ricio Tane's wife, and her and Drift were on a con together to try to infiltrate the magical emporium that we went to. Everything went to shit. We had to split. Avra got caught. Ricio blamed Drift for Avra's death. And when we showed back up there, she was in this secret room stitched together like the Frankenstein's monster, and not being the Avra that Ricio and Drift once knew, a completely new basically soul put into Avra's stitched up body.
Thank you.
No, sorry, not a soul. The Archmage tried to recreate her by killing people who look like her and stitched together, but there's no mention of a soul. So it's like a copy of her as such, and quite unnatural. You could see the Frankenstein is a good description of it. I mean, I am quite strong. What do you think, Toriel? You've got an intelligent head on your shoulder.
Do you have any allegiance to Eric can't remember his name now, the wizard. The master Wrangler? I don't know. I can't read my own writing. There he is. Wrangler.
Oh, no, screw that guy. I mean, I in a way, I own my life because he literally created me, but he kind of killed, like, I don't know how many females, but lots of them to make me together. No, screw that guy.
I'm going to try to insight this, if I may.
Guidance?
Really, insight. Guidance, insight.
I have no idea. I cannot read her. Yeah, I'm okay with this as well, Drip. She seems like she wants to help. I mean, I am curious on, like, I don't know if you know what's going on, but I mean, do you know why you want to help?
Look, the master. I've already forgotten his name. The wizard guy. He had me locked up in a cage, basically, as he, constructed me. I just want to do something.
Okay. Yeah, unless someone's opposed, then I think that it would be good to have you.
What do you think, Mr.
And she goes by Avra, even though it's not Avra. Yeah. Okay. It would be good to have you.
Everyone has a stake in the world. If she wants to help, I have no problem.
Ooh.
Do you said you're strong? Are you good with a weapon, or what's?
Watch this. And she winds up and she punches the wall, and her hand goes right through the wall. What the hell are you doing? This? Oh my! Sorry, don't know my own strength. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
Sorry, Ricio. Hey, Buckethead, what do you think?
Walls don't hit back.
Is that a yes or a no to coming along?
Oh, I think I'm losing you guys on my end.
I don't know about you, but I think it's a great idea. She seems to be quite handy, and she's eager for battle. Let her.
Oh.
She's been kind of kept away from the world. Why not let her see it, even if it is gone to crap?
Yeah. I like that. I mean, as I said, locked up in a room, constructed, experimented with. I want to go out and punch something other than walls. Once again, Riso, sorry, and Shinigami, you're right. Walls don't fight back.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, once again, Ricio Tane takes you to the top level of the Lucky Tavern.
Before we run off,
Sure.
Eric, since we had that last long rest, is there any spell you wanted to try to learn because you have all those tablets?
I don't have the funds to do so anymore.
Okay.
Well, have to acquire some materials. I wish we had more time at the wizard's shop, but we had to get out of there quickly.
So you emerge out on the streets of Odenbeer. The rain, the purple rain, is just relentless. It's not too bad where you are in the North District because the roads are relatively paved. But in the South District, probably just mud, and even worse so in the shanties with no notable drainage. But where you are, it's relatively okay. But the rain continues to pelt down on your head. And as it does so, can you all make me Constitution saving throws, please?
And this is still at advantage with our cloaks?
Yes.
And are we in Galia's aura, Daniel?
If you want to be. I mean, I don't, any of you guys can be close to me. I don't shy away from anybody.
Drift will huddle near you.
Let me get
Torio, did you attune to the wand?
Oh yeah, I forgot we were going to. Was there anything that we wanted different? That would. I didn't take a look.
Do we have magic items? I mean, I'm sure you guys give David them up. I'm just curious what people got.
We were only able to get 2 out of a list.
Yeah. Yep,
And
yep.
Malcolm put a timer on, and we left it up to Jeff.
Eric.
So Eric, my bad. Yes, Eric had 1 real-life minute to decide on 2 from the list.
Yep.
Also, we got the book as well.
That's right. The Tome of Clear Thought.
I just posted the list on Discord there, so if you want to swap the Wand of Magic Missile out for something else, just let me know. What was the one thing
I
you
thought it was
did
the
get?
Wand of Lightning Bolt.
It was
Oh,
the
sorry,
wand of
lightning.
lightning bolts.
You're right. And what was the one thing you did get?
The Bracers of Defense for Drift.
Yeah, is there anything else you think is more valuable? Obviously not the potions. Probably not the Ring of Featherfall. A process of elimination. I don't know if we're going to encounter a dragon. Dragon Slayer.
We encountered one already. We encountered the green one. In the Tomb of the Archmage.
Oh, I missed that. I missed that episode. Yeah. Anything else?
Figurine could always be handy, or spider climbing.
The wondrous items.
By
Hard
the
to
way,
have
just
level 3.
thanks to
spells just
Gala's
floating around there.
aura, nobody suffers a point of exhaustion. Otherwise, it would have been Drift and Orin. So
Very, very nice. Well, I have the Book of Clear Thought, so I feel uncomfortable choosing the other item. So if it was left to me, I would take the Wand of Lightning Bolts. But
Well,
if
to be
there's anything
fair,
else-
to help you out, it requires a spellcaster to attune to it, and I'm pretty sure everyone else but me and maybe Vinnick are spellcasters. So even the paladins could actually use it. I think it'd be kind of neat for cough cough Shinigami for the Wand of Lightning Bolts.
I get it, because Force Lightning. I get it.
You do that, man. You got the book. You want the book, right, Eric? What's the book do?
Oh, it gives you +2 to intelligence.
So yeah, I'm cool with the Wand of Lightning for sure. I mean, that's fun. But I wasn't there. I don't want to do anything in. I don't care about anything in this list or anything. There's a sword I'm hoping to find that I already got a preview of in the tomb I'm hoping for.
I do already have lightning lure, so lightning lure is only a range of 15, but I'm also going to do some stuff with what's that thing with warlocks get?
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I got some things coming up with that too.
Yeah, you also have your pack weapon to make your sword come out of nowhere and stuff. So yeah, you're set. I don't like it. It's up to you guys.
Sickle +2. Most anybody could use a sickle.
No, that's too soon. We lost somebody.
That's true. True. Probably not the
I'd say we might want to stick with the wand of lightning bolts, because if nothing else, like even for if Gallia wants to grab it, like it gives everybody, it gives them a long range option.
Yeah.
What's the Isle Stone of Awareness do?
That I looked that one up, and that one wasn't the good one.
It's probably
Awareness.
just adds to perception or something.
It gives you. Let's see here. Yeah, they orbit your head, and it basically gives you the alert feat. You can't be surprised while it orbits your head.
I'm fine with the lightning because most of us can use it. So
All right. Well, let's just do that, and then whoever wants it.
So you can pass it around to free up
Requires
once you get to
attunement.
your.
That's the only catch for
Yeah.
that. Requires attunement, so you can't just
Oh, that's
pass it
true. That is
randomly in
right.
combat.
Right.
Gallios, who doesn't have ranged options amongst us?
That would be Randall, but he's not a spellcaster.
And so the Galia too. She doesn't have any ranged either.
what about
I'm on
Jessica?
Drift.
Jeff has ranged stuff, so he's good. He's got Eldritch Blast, for example. So
And Drift has Toll the Dead, since he is a multi-class with cleric, so he has a ranged option.
Like I said, either there's also Wand of Magic Missile that's always guaranteed to hit, or there's the Figurine of Wondrous Power.
What is that exactly doing? That summons something, but I can't remember what
It
it summons.
depends on what figurine it is, because there's multiple of them.
Is it one-time use?
I think it's once every 7 days.
I thought you could call it up and dismiss it.
It
Yeah, so
depends on-
like if it's a griffin. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You got to. Go ahead.
If it's a griffin, you can't use it until 5 days have passed. If it's the ebony fly, 2 days. If it's the gold lion, 7 days. And if it's the ivory goats, there's multiple different goats. So yeah, 7 days, 5. It depends on the goat that comes out. 2 days, 7 days, 5 days. 2 days if it's an owl. 2 days if it's a raven.
Yeah, it looks like it's a silver raven.
You also have Cloak of
Silver
Protection,
Raven.
which is always a universal item for everybody. If you wanted to go
So the
that route.
silver raven it just is going to be a raven monster stats. So it'd be used for scouting basically.
What did you say, Randall?
Cloak of Protection.
All right.
But it doesn't stack, I think.
doesn't
Stack with what?
I thought there was a reason why we didn't get it. Somebody had said that it doesn't stack with something else that we already had.
Oh, I thought that it wasn't available because the other dude took it. Isn't that what? Oh no, someone ordered that. Who was that? The
Golfa. Golfa ordered that and the potions, I thought.
But he never got them. Remember, they were preparing them. Just assume everything's available on this list.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I would love to get the Cloak of Protection to get one over on Golfa, actually, now, if that's the case.
Do it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, make it so.
Yeah, go for it, Randall. That's great.
All right, get some little petty revenge back. I love it. All right, so after
Yes.
all of that, cloak of protection. Feel free to just to attune to it now, Randall. No, this is kind of retconning stuff a bit. And what was the other thing? It was the
Bracers of defense.
braces of defense.
Well, that you got the book.
Oh, the book is.
That you got the book.
You get the book as well. The book is a separate thing. You found the book, and it's just
We found the book in the Archmage's study. Basically, we fought him for a bit, and then he teleported away after kicking our ass, and we kind of handed it back to him. So we found his book in his study.
All right. So, and we've retconned, and we're back in current times. As I said, and you don't have your aura of protection yet, right, Shinigami? You multi-class?
No, because I have multi-classed.
Okay. And just a note, when that comes up, their auras do not stack. Just spell and effects of the same name do not stack. Should have more area, I guess, of Shinigami and Bala in different places.
Yeah, I'll be dabbling in Warlock for a little bit, so that'll be a while.
Okay, cool. So, out on the street.
I know. When that time comes, Jimmy, I know Hexblade pretty well. If you have any questions.
I know we need to go to the North District for Nadir, but I have someone I need to find, hopefully at the Golden Nectaran. It's not too far from here. It's just on the other side of the wall in the High District. And then if you will entertain me further, I have business, I hope, on the map. Looking for it right now. 110 on the map, which is southwest of us. If you don't mind entertaining that. I don't know if anyone else has elsewhere to go before we continue on. Once we start with the Tunnel of Love, I fear there may be no turning back in the city.
I might have something. You said just over the wall in the High District?
Yeah, number 37, which is Gold Nectar Inn.
Malcolm, would my mother have fresh clothes in the boarding school?
Well, that's where she left them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Gila, I mean, if it's on the way, and if it's not too much trouble, if I could just maybe grab a few quick things from my mother as we pass by the boarding school. I mean, if we're going to go in that area.
I do not mind, young Galia, but just remember what you wanted to come down on me about, that yes, let's take extra time to go handle the monster in the forest to cure my master. I do not mind, but remember, what comes around goes around.
I apologize for my quick retort. Then a lot of darkness had happened, and I was unsteady. I apologize. We did unfortunately go and do your quest as you requested, and it was for the best.
Thank you for that. I just wanted you to see the arrogance of your word. I will gladly accompany you where you must go.
No objections? Well, the boarding school is the first stop on the way, so.
So just before you head out, I just need one more roll from you. I'm going to go left to right as I do these rolls. So Drift, you're on the left of my screen. So roll a d20 for me, please.
Hey, I'm going to do the real one. Let's see here.
Nice, crazy.
It's a 14.
Okay, thank you. So where are you guys headed?
I
How
think
are you
40 first,
heading-
right? The school?
And how are you heading there? Yeah, 40, sure. But how are you heading there in particular? I mean, are you driving with confidence? I mean, you do have your cloak, so you don't instantly present as yourselves, but you are wanted people. So how are you getting there?
Should we
Uh,
see if there's anyone guarding the gate? Because last time it just looked like there was, if I remember, there were just creatures pillaging it, and it didn't look like they were actually guarding the gate, if
Oh,
I'm remembering correctly.
yes.
So there
So
might be no one there.
Drift wasn't here, but the Ghost of Bass was listening, and there was the Hellhound Knight on top here that was threw the guards overboard, over the wall.
So I guess first maybe we look from a distance to see what we're dealing with.
So you creep around here and have a look, and the gates are unguarded. But you look towards the royal palace, and the royal palace is heavily guarded. So it seems as if Queen Athena has contracted everything just to protect the palace. I mean, the walls are there to protect the noble district. Maybe she's not caring about the noble district, and she's on a very defendable island, effectively here. So all the security has been concentrated to that island which the palace lives on. So the coast, it seems, is clear. And Terrell, why don't we say you can study it 4 hours a day, and if you keep track of that, and once you're up, done in the necessary hours, you can finish the Tome of Clear Thought.
All right, thank you. I do have a quick question now that you brought that up. I guess I brought up. It said you can go beyond 20 to 22. My question is, if I do it now and go to 20, does that mean when I have an ASI, can I go up to 22 that way, or I have to do it the other way?
You can go up to 22 with your ASI.
Awesome. Thank you.
Nice.
Mark tutorial. Very cool.
All right.
DM is doing the age-old technique of not saying anything and waiting for the players to make the decision. So that's why the DM is quiet.
Well, we're going to 40. We're going to go through the gates, right? We don't see it guarded, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
If we don't see a guard, we're just going to go with confidence.
When we get closer to the gate, I'll guide myself, and I want to make a perception check in case there's anything that looks off.
Sure. Striding with relatively confidence, looking like you're knowing where you're going. Yeah, perception and D4 on top of that.
Looks clear.
Yeah, I mean, it's as you expected. As I said, there's a lot of security around this island in the river. But you come across the boarding school. It is relatively intact. If nothing else, it's in the High District, and the High District is made from, expensive materials, expensive, sturdy materials. So it looks relatively intact. The gardens where you taught them gardening are all rotting in the ground as they've been subjected to this endless, persistent rain. But apart from the rotting garden, it looks pretty okay, Toriel.
Okay. Is there like a side or back entrance somewhere?
Yes, you would know that. There's a main entrance door where the students would flow in, and there's backwards for like teachers and students and yourself.
Okay. Would you? I think I would feel safer if you all accompanied me inside, if that's okay. I feel like it's not wise to separate.
I would agree. I wouldn't necessarily think any of us should ever separate at this point in time. Stronger in number.
I would also agree.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll just be 5 minutes. I just want to grab a few things for my mother.
Okay. So you go in the back door, accompanied by your friends, kind of a little bit more squeaky than you remember it, maybe because of the swelling from the rain. But you go inside and it seems as if the whole place has been ransacked. There's drawers pulled out, there's broken furniture, like sofa couches have been ripped open with knives. They're looking for things. You did have some valuable things here, not a lot, but some. And what are you looking for in particular, Toriel?
I'm looking for my mom's favorite dress and some of the clothes that she wears normally and feels comfortable in, and her also her the ivory brush that my dad gave to her for their wedding anniversary so many years ago. We lost. Oh, there you go.
Well, I assume other people are helping you to look, so why don't we make this a group investigation check?
Okay.
I will guide Toriel.
Is that an advantage or just everyone rolls? Oh.
Ayla cancels out Shinigami, so that's good.
Oh, and then let's do this. 11. My passive investigation is 17, if that helps.
Tell you what,
Better than my roll.
19.
you know your house better than anybody else, so let's have you roll at advantage, Toriel.
All right, one more roll coming up. I can do better than that. Come on, plus 7.
Better.
I will guide myself. Oh, sorry. Guide myself as well.
Regardless, after half an hour of searching, you managed to gather some casual clothes, some nice dresses. So 3 sets of clothes all together, and you do find the ivory brush.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. I'm sorry that took a lot longer, but she'll be so happy that she'll get this brush back. It means so much to her. And yeah, so we can go now. I'm sorry. This is it's important to my mother, so thank you again.
So back onto the Riverside Promenade.
Okay, I need to hit the Gold Nectar Inn. I'm looking for the name. It's up here on top. Odar Nagath. He's a dwarf and a good friend of Permal, and I need to see if he's safe among all this and get him hopefully to safety at the inn. What's it called?
Point of order. Maybe we should go around the alleys that's awful close to the Kingsbridge where those guards are standing.
You are familiar with this place. You remember this is where the clash of chefs happened. And there are back entrances. Yeah, so you head around the back. Open up the door. What's the plan?
Is it busy? Is there people there? Is it empty?
Make a perception check, Gayla. See if you can pick up any noises inside. Don't hear anything. You would have noticed as you casually travel around the city, some of the shops have just closed up. They're just not open anymore. And you know at the very least, the Golden, what's it called? The Golden Nectar Inn? Is that right? Yeah, the Golden Nectar Inn is definitely closed for operations at the moment. But you don't hear anything. Of course, that might mean a lot of things.
I'll look at everybody at the door.
Oh, what did you say, Gayla? It cut out there for a second.
The door locked. Unlocked.
I give it a quick push and it just swings inwards.
I'll motion everyone to follow me, and I'm going to go on in.
Okay. You go on in, followed by your trusty companions, seems to never be separated again. And once again, the place looks like a bit of a mess, as if it's been ransacked. But as you're looking around, there's a larder that you know was being used by the chef here. And the larder opens up, and you see the person you're looking for there, Mr. Nangarth.
Dengar, I'm glad I found you. I was sent here by Permal to retrieve you and bring you to safety if you're so willing to come.
Come where? I feel I'm pretty safe here, and I got food. Well,
The Lucky Leaf Tavern, just right outside the High District. There's the owner, Rico, has his name Rico?
Ricio.
Rico Tate?
Recio.
Ricio, yeah, he has magical protections and a cellar that's protected by guards with Lord Simonder. And Permal's there. He's asked me to bring you and keep you safe.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan. Just one request, Gayla. Don't tell her that I was hiding in the larder. I can't get back to my family, and this is what I did to survive. But can you not tell her? It's kind of embarrassing. Tell him. It's kind of
I've
embarrassing.
seen much worse. And your secret's safe with me.
All right, should I
We
go
do what we
there?
must to strive. And I'll put my hand out to help him up or bring him along or whatever he's doing.
Well, okay, thank you. And he looks filthy as well. He's got his noble clothes on, but it's not a pretty sight. Do I go with you, or I'm better at hiding than fighting? It has to be said.
You and Oren, I'll motion to Oren. I go, we'll exit the High District, and you and Oren can head towards the Lucky Tavern Inn, along with some supplies that my friend Turiel has procured for his mother.
Oren says, of course, Miss Gala. Do you want me to come back, or just wait at the tavern?
Wait, we'll get out once we get the High District and we're within sight of the tavern. You'll head off and then stay there.
Okay.
It'd just be safer for now, rather than running back and forth.
Okay, got it.
I will give. I'm going to hold on to Toriel's. This is too precious. She's going to hold on to the brush and her favorite dress, but give the two other sets of clothes to.
Sure.
And then we'll just head out through gate 43, guys, close to 44, or 45, or 44, I think it's 44, so we can get them there and then go across the bridge 55, because I don't think we want to be by the Royal Palace.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And he goes, and if you don't mind entertaining me once more, I have one more stop before we get to Nadir, the High District. We can loop around the outside of the south wall and hit the Ratcatcher while we go up to 125 to the North District.
Sure.
That's okay. With that, everyone, is that okay with everybody else?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Randall?
Good.
Okay. You drop off iron and some clothes, not all of the clothes. And then you're going for the deep warrens the Ratcatcher.
The deep warrens and go with the Ratcatcher. Probably when we get close, I'll make a decision right next to each other.
Okay, so keeping to the streets, you see cultists loyal to the Queen and the fire-breathing werewolves on patrol as well. But you keep to the back alleys, keep your head down, and you eventually make it to the Deep Warrens Inn. Oh, sorry, the Ratcatcher Inn. And you see a sign that says, like, Ratcatcher Inn, and it appears to be an underground pub, so you go underground. And the stairs leading down. There's no signs that says it's open or closed or anything. It's just there.
Okay. South of the river, third from the west, you'll find the rat's nest. So, third from the west. I don't really, doesn't give me much to go on and from the map I see. So I guess we'll go in to the Ratcatcher Inn.
So you descend the stairs. There's some like double doors that are closed, but you push them and it opens up, and it appears to kind of be open. And there's a sorry, just a sec. Weird. And there's this lizard folk person who looks like this, and he says, "Look, we are closed for business. Can't get supplies, can't get much of anything. So we suggest you just turn around and go back from where you came from."
I'll say, I have business inside right now. I can't return. I can't head back, unfortunately. Please, entrance, safe entrance, peaceful entrance. Bear you no harm, no ill will. No violence will come that isn't brought.
No, you can't just leave me hanging on like that. You say business. We're in the business of selling alcohol and making people get drunk. So unless your business involves that, once again, I suggest you just turn around and go back the way you came.
I'll produce 5 gold coins and say, would this change your mind just to allow me to enter?
On it, friend. And another person comes up to you and he says, Look, I'm sorry about Brack. He's our security and he's taking it very seriously, but look, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but we've been on the wrong side of the law more than once, and we're just trying to make a go of it using legitimate means, but to say business has dried up in the last few days is an understatement. But I think, come on in. Let's see how nice you were. Just make me a persuasion check, Galen. These are troubling times. Look, everybody, have drink on me. And he gets some fairly hard liquor, pours you all a glass. He says, now, what is this business that you've been talking about?
I was told to come south of the river and third from the west, I'd find a rat's nest, and this is the only place that made sense to me. So I'm not sure what I'm looking for, except what I've just told you. It's just south of the river, third from the west. It's where I'll find the rat's nest. And
this is the Ratcatcher's Inn, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
You said it was.
Where's the west part of the room? What's up?
You said this was a voice or something that led you here?
Notes.
Notes.
Writing. More than a voice. And I'm going to roll that just because I should.
All right, love. I think I might know what that note's talking about, but my memory's a little foggy. I can't quite remember it.
Oh, I know how this goes. This is how it always goes. And I'll say, play me a game. Let me see here. Do I have it on me? Thought I had a dice game. I'll say, play a dice game with me. If I, depending on how well you win, I'll give you 10. You lose, I'll give you 5 for the information. Gold pieces.
20 and 10, and you've got a deal.
Deal it is.
Right, dice game, you say, Gala.
Yeah. So basically, I don't know. I mean, just roll. You and I both roll 20s, 2 out of 3. Highest 2 out of 3 wins, or most wins 2 out of 3.
Sure, so just a plain old D20 for each round.
Yeah.
All right.
D20.
15. Oh no, I rolled a 7. I was looking at yours. All right.
All right. Then the second one. 3.
Luck is on your side. Oh, double. Let's roll again. 15, 7. Ah, all come down to the last dice roll. I like it. It's going to be a good payday for me, I think.
I mean, it's lucky. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, that'll be 20 gold pieces, friend.
20 gold pieces. 20 gold pieces it is.
All right. Now, I'm sure you know your history of the city, and the old inn is quite close to the wall, the old wall, which is quite dark. And we've always had this room at the back, and it opens up pretty much to a bunch of rocks. We've tried to move the rocks more than once, but even Brack with his strong back couldn't do it. But if there's something to be found there, that's the place to look.
I'm going to do insight to see how well he told the story and if I believe he's telling me the story right.
Seems legit.
I'll thank him. It's in the rat catcher, he said, or was that somewhere else? It wasn't sure he said.
I was in the rat catcher. There's a door at the back that leads to a bunch of rocks. And
Do you mind showing me the door?
Sure. And it takes you it's down a corridor, and giving you a sense of direction. You know, it's pretty much by this point hard up against the old wall. And he opens up the door and says, "Look, bunch of rocks. If there's anything to be found here, this is it. Bugged if I can move it, but you get to try yourself for the princely sum of 20 gold pieces." And he leaves you to it.
Well, thank you very much. I'll ask him if everyone can wait outside real quick while I go inside. And then I'll walk up to the wall and touch it and say, I've come to where you've asked. I'll speak out loud.
You're by yourself, you said?
Yeah.
You place your hand on this pile of rocks, and you know that heavy machinery would need to move these rocks. As you place your hand out on the rocks and call out to the powers of rocks, the rocks just crumble beneath you into small pebbles, revealing something behind them. And Ayla, if you go to handouts, same place where the ring is, you'll see a new thing there.
The last one on the thing? Okay.
Starts with a B.
I see it.
Click on that. That's what you find.
Ooh, gross. All right. I'll pick it up.
Yeah, it's it's heavy in your hand, but you can. It's wieldable. If that makes sense.
Yeah, is it long? Is it small or is it long?
It's long.
Okay. All right. I'll bring it out into the room where everyone's at, and they'll all see a new weapon, I guess. And
You show it to everybody.
sure, might as well. If I'm gonna do anything with it, yeah, I'll just bring it out and say, I was led to. I'll tell everyone I've been hearing calling and nothing called me this time, but this was for me to find, and I'll bring out the blood song sword.
Oh,
And I go, I don't have any knowledge of this, but go ahead, Dario.
very nice.
Does it emanate evil? I do detect good and evil, but that's celestials and creatures, but nothing will ping on it probably.
No, it's not one of those things. It's mechanically, it's a long sword. It's that shape.
Okay. Does anyone have any history knowledge on this? Anyone, can I roll for history or anything, or?
Let me take a look. Can I roll Arcana or History to see if I recognize it?
Sure.
All right.
Guidance for you.
Oh, thank you. I feel like I know what this is. What a 27.
Well, only if it was knowable. It doesn't ping for you.
Oh, okay.
As you're examining it, though, Toriel, I will give you this. You hear faint whispers when you kind of hold it and look at it. You can't make out what the whispers are, but it is whispering. And I think it's obvious to everybody who's looking at this is a very magical weapon. You can just tell.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, Gila. But I don't know if you hear it, but I hear whispering coming from this.
I'll take another handle and I'll hold it up and wave it around to see if I hear anything.
Yeah, when you pick it up, you hear faint whispers, and when you kind of swing it around a few times, the whispers get louder. Can't make out what they're saying, and then when you slow it down, the whispers quiet. So when you wield it, the whispers get louder.
Okay. Well, I'll take it with me and I'll put it on me and I'll attune it when I get a chance to. Then, if there's attunement, if I can attune.
So you're going to attune to it?
I mean, it takes an hour, so we're not going to do it now. We're going to head on out. So, whatever the short rest, and I'm going to use it as my primary weapon for now too. So I guess I'll just put a long sword. I'll just have a long sword on my character for now.
Point of order, friend. We are relatively safe. If we could take an hour, why don't we take an hour before we venture back out?
I have not opposed to anything else.
Spend the hour to attune to it.
If everyone's okay with it.
Okay.
It looks really evil, so I'm interested. So.
To refresh Gala's inventory just refresh the page on D&D Beyond, and you'll see you're attuned to Bloodsong, and you can see exactly what Bloodsong does.
All right, thank you. Let me read on that. All right. Ready to head out when everyone else is.
Ready.
If anybody, I guess, required a short rest or something, now would be the time. But I guess it's pretty soon. Okay, so you spend an hour passing the beads with Drac and Brack and Showfire. Now passes.
guess to the North District, to Nandar Tech's last known whereabouts.
That sounds good.
I'm just getting my notes organized. Okay, so once again, you head across to the North District. Thanks to Drift's roll, you don't have any complications on the way there. And you cross over the Nine Arches Bridge. Go along the Skeleton Road, that seems appropriate. And this house is this little kind of L-shaped one there. And the one thing you notice about the house is compared to the houses around it, it's exceptionally well kept. It always stands out. And you think, oh, maybe this is the advantage of being a royal architect. You get a say in city planning. So this particular plot, which is a 2-story apartment structure, is significantly nicer than the ones around it. So you think being the royal architect has some advantages. But you head up to the 2nd story, to the place where Mauricio Tane told you he would be. And as you're about to knock on the door, an old lady pokes her head out. Excuse me? What are you doing here? It's of silence. You're obviously up to no good. What are you doing here? It's
We're here
Mr. on your
to
way.
see Nandar.
Nandar? Never heard of no Nandar.
Inside.
I was about to say inside check.
I'll give you this. His name's not Nander, it's Narder.
Nardar. Okay.
Never heard of no Nander.
Nardar. Nardar Tuck.
I believe it was Nadar.
Oh, you guys are just sus. You don't even know the name of the person you're trying to find. What are you really here for?
I've been studying at the brewery for a very long time. I forgot his name. I've brought him some samples of the finest brew from the monks of the Spirited Leaf.
Finest brew, you say?
Yes.
You know, I'm an old lady. I don't get up very much. I haven't had a chance to go to inns, but I could sure use a sip of your finest brew.
Well, then, if Nardar is here, then I can split what I have amongst the two of you. I only have enough for one glass, so I need to split it between him and you.
I'm going to have to insist you help the old lady out. I mean, I might look like a quiet, demean old woman, but I can scream when I need to.
I'm sorry, but I walk a higher enlightened path. I must split this between the two. If you inquire that you would require some.
Split between the two? I couldn't agree more. I'll take my share now.
No, that would be untruthful if you were just lying to get your share. So I need to bring this to Nardar, please.
Chance, I'm gonna scream.
Can I answer
Why
that?
don't you take your share later?
Oh, DC 14. So I'm gonna give her a +1 to this. Wise old lady. 10. If you just acted like a gentleman, like this gentleman I'm gonna say over here, I'd have been perfectly happy to wait. So talk to Narda, and I'm sure he'll be happy to share it with me. And she closes the door and goes back inside. Wow. Good way to de-escalate the situation, Shinigami. Well done. So the old lady retreats back into her house, and you're in front of the door to Nada's Tick's apartment, I guess.
This is not the booze you're looking for.
I guess knock knock.
Knock, knock. No answer.
Redeemer, forgive me. Check to see if it's locked.
It is locked.
I no longer have the skills of the riffraff I once was. Is anybody adept at unlocking doors?
That would be me, unfortunately.
I know this isn't how I should use this, but may the Redeemer guide you. Guidance.
I am proficient in thieves' tools, so I can I can assist you, Randall.
My boot is proficient.
That's a good backup.
I guess roll. This always confused me. Let's say a sleight of hand check at advantage, and add your proficiency score at the end of it. Oh, yeah, 16 is good enough. So, little lockpick, little over-the-shoulder action from Toriel, and the lock is open. Unlocked, at least.
Now we go in, and I'll go ahead and open the door.
You open it up, it looks like an apartment. It's... Yeah, you see no sign of Nardar tick. Looks as if it... Oh, actually, no. I'll leave it at that. Just an empty apartment.
The woman's gone too?
What's gone to, sorry?
It was a duplex. She lived next door to him.
Oh, yes. It's
Oh,
like,
Nick.
yeah. Yeah, she's gone back into her apartment.
Oh, okay. I'll walk in.
Sure. Yeah, no one comes out to
I
greet you.
will-
You don't see anything alive, anything dead for that matter. So you just walk in, sure.
Nardar?
No response.
I guess we can just take a look around and see if there's any sign of where he might have gone.
Sure. If you want to search the apartment, let's do a group investigation check. See what you can find.
All right, I'm
So
gonna
everybody roll
I'm
investigation.
gonna guide myself here.
I'll guide Randall.
Ooh.
The 24. Oh, those are some good
19.
rolls. Mostly good rolls.
Drift. Okay.
He is wise. He is not keen eye.
You don't. There's like a paperwork about various tasks of the royal architect. This is boring stuff like bill of goods sales and receipts. He's quite an organized man. But the most interesting thing you find is literal crap. There is dried crap on his front door, and you find a pair of what you assume are his boots, and there's some dried crap on that as well. Poop.
Does it look like humanoid?
You can make a nature check if you like. His drift takes an extra close look at the poop.
No. I was doing a like a smell thing. I was trying to be funny. If I got above a 10, like somebody stepped in it, but I don't notice anybody stepping in it.
Toriel. It's not human. It's in fact you detect no meat in the poop. All you detect is fern leaves, and you think it's some large herbivore that eats fern.
That is unusual. I hate to say that, but I did study the droppings of some animals back at the Wizards Academy. Don't ask me why. I was just it was an elective, but I don't know. Does this mean anything to anybody? It's like a it's not a humanoid. It's some type of maybe animal that eats ferns. And does that make any sense? Like, why would it poop on the doorstep and on the boots? I don't know.
Well, not so much pooping on the doorsteps. You think maybe it like wiped his feet at the doorstep and put some of the poop there as he's wiping his feet. And
Oh,
then
okay.
on his boots.
Oh.
It's not like something pooped there. You think Narada wiped his feet there and then left some on his boots. So it's not something that's coming to pooped, it's something that he's collected from his feet.
Interesting. So that makes me think that he was somewhere where there are ferns, and or yeah, I mean somewhere out in the wilderness maybe. I don't know if that helps us, but wait, his boots are here. So he either is still here, or he left without his boots. Does it look like are there other is there other pairs of shoes around? Like does he have like a wardrobe of many shoes, or
He does. He's a royal architect. He gets paid well. He can afford more than one pair of shoes.
gotcha. Okay.
I might have one idea. When I was a child in the city developing those ill-forgotten skills, we used to love to sneak into the local zoo when there was all types of animals there. I do not know if it is still in business, but if it is, that could be a spot to research or investigate.
That's a very good idea. I mean, that would make sense. Is there I'm just gonna just check to see if there's a basement.
He's on
In
the
this-
second floor, so the basement would be the resident below him.
Then never mind. All right. Well, if there's nothing else here, maybe that's probably the best lead. It's the closest thing where there would have been animals that eat ferns. Shall we go check out the monster Menagerie?
Menagerie. Sure.
Menagerie.
Actually, I think Toriel and possibly Gala as well, definitely not Randall, would have visited the monster Menagerie before. And there are large creatures there. In fact, there is a large triceratops there. And you kind of put two and two together and think, well, triceratops, they eat ferns. So you've been here before. It's a nice family gathering and nice family outing. And it's the zoo, right? It's we enjoy family time. So you make your way north to the monster Menagerie. And things are coming together because the DM drags you to a different map.
Uh-oh.
You're right at the top here. So Aaron went back, so Aaron's not there anymore. But Averin is still with you. Okay, and you see the first thing you notice is normally during this time of day, the menagerie, the zoo would be abuzz with activity. but the gates are closed. The ticket booths, which are here, are unoccupied, and the zoo. You hear the sounds of animals from inside, so the animals are still here, but it's not functioning in any meaningful way like a zoo.
If I may, how old was the poop? Did it look like it's dried up, or is it? Yeah, would I be able to discern that?
Nature was, what was it? Oh, 22. No more than 2 days. Still had some squishiness about it. We'll put it that way.
All right.
Nice.
Well, should we? I mean, this might be a terrible idea, but I think Drift, you had the right idea that this might be the best lead we have. So should we go in?
It was just a memory from my childhood, but sure. I'm sure it's changed in the last 40 years.
Well,
I never got to go to a place like this.
I'm sure the animals are hungry, so we should be on guard. Does it look locked?
Can't tell from over there.
All right. I'll stay behind Randall, but close since he's the locksmith here.
The gates are padlocked. Just with a chain and a padlock.
Shinigami, maybe your boot this time.
I could try my Hexblade too, because you said it's chained, right?
Yep, just a simple chain and a padlock. It takes a couple of strikes with your enchanted longsword, Shinigami, but you break through it, and the chain snaps, and from that point, it's easy enough to open the gates.
Well, let's take a look.
Am I going into a different room, or are they the same?
I feel like I'm stuck.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I see what it is. It's like an entrance that splits like.
Ah.
I'll just drag you in. The dynamic lighting is restricting you from going through there. But regardless, you open up into the courtyard. You see like some overturned grain carts over here, presumably used to feed the animals, but it's fallen up. There's a fountain here with 2 griffins. The griffins are still like spitting out water in the way that fountains do for some weird reason, but the water is very obviously, you remember it, Gala and Toriel, as being pristine and clean, but now it's regurgitating, sliming water, no doubt is from the effect of the curse. Full of algae, absolutely.
Well, should we try these? There's a. Do I, from being here before, do I know what's in this building?
Through this door, the gift shop. Through this door, the lavatories.
Probably not that interesting, but we should probably check it nonetheless.
Malcolm, does Drift see whatever this stuff may be?
Ah, yeah, you all noticed that. There is, this place was famous for its alligators. In particular, they had a star attraction called Old Gnarly, and you see just countless alligators, dead and surrounded by blood. You see what were zookeepers, dead and bleeding. There's lots of dead bodies of both animals and zookeepers around.
I'll make a kind of a holy symbol in the air. Redeemer be with them, for they have suffered.
This doesn't look like a very fun place.
Not anymore, that's for sure.
A couple of things. As you glance at this sign here, it says, "Meet the largest crocodile that ever lived. The terror of the olden swamps. Old Gnarly, the ever hungry."
Do we see? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, just one more thing. You notice over here, it looks flooded. This alligator pool, I guess it would be call it, would notice being much, much smaller. You can almost see like the fence line here. This is where it was before, but it's just completely overflown. No doubt from the constant rain. And once again, usually the waters would be pristine and clear enough for you to see the alligators do their thing. But now it's murky and dirty and slimy. Once again, no doubt affected by this endless rain. And sorry, Toriel, what were you saying?
I've probably seen Old Gnarly before. Do I see Old Gnarly amongst the dead?
Make a perception check.
Oh, not good at those. Okay.
I was waiting for you to guide yourself. I'll guide you.
Okay. Thank you. I was going to do it and I forgot.
Well, 12, I'm going to say, is good enough. You remember Old Gnarly as being big. I mean, the sign says he's the largest crocodile that ever lived. That might just be marketing, but he's definitely a big crocodile. And these guys here are normal shaped crocodiles.
Oh.
So you think,
I will share that information. I don't see Old Gnarly, friends. Let's maybe stay clear of the water.
Are these ones belly up or are they active?
they're belly up and not moving.
Is all three of these zookeepers rest in peace, or does any of them have a little twitch to them?
Make a perception check.
Guide myself.
Oh.
It's 25.
Generally, people should have more of their insides remaining on the insides, and these guys have a lot of the insides on the outside. They're very obviously dead. Now, what you do spot, though, is a person inside of this cage here. Now, the cage, you would remember, Toriel and Gala, was a cage that you could pay money into and be lowered down into the crocodile thing, almost like a shark cage. And this man, he's not responsive, he's not moving, but you do notice him. I'd say with that excellent perception check, you notice him breathing shallowly. So he is alive, and with the way the water situation, he's lying on the bottom of the cage, and he's about half in the water, half out of the water. But he's very much alive.
Oh boy.
Friends, I can use my racial abilities to float over to him if you all can keep an eye on the water, so old Gnarly does not snatch me out of the sky.
Hold on, let me do something. Are the alligators also kind of disemboweled?
I'll say these alligators are very much dead.
Okay.
Is it a cage above water? I kind of missed what you were saying.
I'm going to use Mage Hand.
So just a sec.
And I'm gonna.
So this cage is like a shark cage, right? A cage designed to be lowered down into the water. The bottom of the cage is like about 6 inches into the water, and this man is lying down, so he's about half in the water, half outside of the water, so just lying there, very obviously live. And sorry, Jimmy, what were you mage handing?
Yeah, so I'm going to Mage Hand the guts and just start chumming the water with alligator guts.
Okay.
See if I get any kind of response.
You think that's an excellent idea, though. And the DM has to stop and think. That's probably a good idea. Throw me a flat D20, Jimmy. Oops. An alligator pops his head up. He doesn't seem so much interested in the chum, but he looks at you in the way that only a large crocodile can look at you, with these beady eyes. And he says, "Are you my feed? Or did you bring meat?"
You have plenty of meat to eat here, creature. Move on.
Kind of gets half up on the bank. But I prefer the meat that's fresh, that is raw, that wriggles just a little bit. So I ask you again, are you my feed, or did you bring meat? And needless to say, Toriel Galley, you have no recollection of old Gnarly talking. This is something different.
This is
So
different.
I was about to say, do alligators talk or crocodiles talk?
I
Yeah, Rando's like really confused at the moment. Like, what?
uh, ee, yeah, I'm just saying this to Gayla quietly. I don't think there's any meat we can bring. That's not good.
No, I hate to. Well, Harley's been here for a long time. I'd hate for us to do anything.
Yes.
I ask you again, are you my feed, or did you bring me meat? Divine Sense doesn't ping. Not celestial, not undead, nothing like that.
I'm going to do this then. I'm going to get it off. Where is it at? When I'm doing my channel divinity, there's the emissary of peace where I get like a big bonus to my thing. Where is it at?
Oh, you get your +5 to persuasion?
It gives me higher than that. I think I'm just trying to see it in my thing. Where's it at?
It's +5.
All right.
I'll guide you to.
Channel divinity. I get a +5. I'm going to say, old Harley, you've been here many years. I saw you when I was a young child. We have nothing for you. Let us each stay in peace and not be food for each other. We wish you no harm, and you wish. Hopefully, you wish us none. I'm trying to persuade it to let us be.
Cool. Let's see the roll.
All right.
Drift places a gentle hand on you to cast guidance.
29. 33.
Nice.
And say we only wish to retrieve our friend in the cage, and we'll be on our way.
You remembered. I like my meat fresh. He's a snack I was saving for later. You seem interesting, human. I'll tell you what. I'll leave him in peace if you promise to bring me fresh meat.
So he wants us to get fresh meat, and then he'll give us this person in return.
Promise to bring fresh meat.
Oh,
So not right now. Because your persuasion was just spectacular, right? Was it 29-33? So yeah, you make an interesting case, but he's still hungry.
that we can do. And I promise upon my house, I promise upon all that is holy, and I'll walk towards the beast, and I'll kneel down, and I'll say, I shall bring you meat as soon as I am able, as soon as I find it, as soon as we come across it, I'll still search it out and bring it to you.
Persuasion or a deception check. And with the whole bowing and the kneeling, you can do so at advantage, because I like that.
I'll tap you with guidance as you move past Drift, since you're going past the gate or the fence.
Another 29, another 33.
Yeah, I got another.
I have dealt with humans all my life. Often they have treated me with ridicule due to my size, or fear because of my size. But I see you, human. I see you think of us as equals of some sort. I accept the terms. I await your return. It goes back into the water and drifts under the water.
We don't know. I mean, I think that is very good, Kayla, and well done. Do we know if that man will still be alive when we get back? I mean, I don't know where to get meat.
Didn't you say we can get the man first and we can come back for the meat later, Malcolm? Well, we
Once
beat
again,
the
your persuasion was so good that he's happy for you to come back.
Or we can take the man and then leave and come back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Drift, if you could get the man, let's do this.
Okay.
Well, what were you going to do, Drift? Because I do have something up my sleeve as well. Do you have something that could safely get you over there and back?
Yes, I can only do this once a day, but us earth elementals can levitate. Little perk of the race, you should say.
But can you carry him back? We can just walk around.
That's what, from what I can see, I can get over there very quickly, let him out, then we can go through this building and be on our way back this way.
Yeah, I suppose we could all go around the other side just to stay together. An alternative, I do have a spell called Vortex Warp. I could just teleport him next to us, unless we want to explore the zoo, in which case we should walk over there.
I mean, didn't we not come here for Nandar Tech?
Yes. I'm
one
wondering,
soul that we are deemed to save.
do we think that I mean, I guess let's get him, because maybe that's who that is.
Yours would be faster.
I'm just gonna do it. I'll just do it then. So let me see here. I'll post this. Just make sure I'm gonna read this again. I think the target must succeed on a Constitution. So I don't know if he's incapacitated. Does he automatically fail, or he can choose to fail? It's 90 foot range, and I think it's 70.
He still has a constitution, so I'm going to make him save for this.
Okay.
I think we'll just be
It's a,
flat. But let's roll a d20. That was a 4.
Okay.
So you can vortex warp him over, where are you, Tori? Also over here.
Yeah, teleport him right next to him. Us. Yeah.
Eric, I don't know if Roll20's bugging, but it says that's second level. You cast it as a third level. Did you mean to burn a third level spot?
I did not. Yes, thank you. I'll fix that. Second level. Got a little click happy there.
Wanted to save you a third level, man. That's important.
For the
Can I look at the man to see how Grievous, if he does have any wounds or anything like that?
sure, make a medicine check, Randall.
I'll guide Randall.
Medicine. Ooh. D4.
Yeah.
19.
The information you glean. Well, first of all, everybody knows he's wearing zookeeper garb. He's got the best of many pockets on and things like that. Very much khaki pants, that type of look. He is, as I said, he was half in the water, half not. So he was lying on his back, so his back's just covered in slime, and some worms have started burrowing into his skin, like just feeding on a helpless thing. And in your opinion, Randall, he's just exhausted. He's just tired beyond tired beyond tired. So that's what you determined. He's just so tired that that even the teleportation across from Toriel doesn't wake him. He just kind of flops where he is.
I don't know how long it's going to take to wake him. He needs quite a bit of rest in order to probably engage with us.
Yeah, maybe let's put him in the office so he's out of the rain, and we can explore the rest of the zoo. I'm going to open the door to the gift shop with Mage Hand if I can.
Yeah, it opens easily enough. They don't lock gift shops during the day. Oops, that's not the right one. So it opens easily enough with your...
All right.
Yeah.
Do I see anything? I just kind of poke my head in there. Do I see anything alive in there or value?
Nothing alive in there. It's relatively undamaged. But there's stuffed toys there in the shape of crocodiles, triceratopses, owlbears, griffins, and there's a stuffed peacock perches near the door. Actually, make me a nature check, Toriel.
All right. Nature check.
Thank you. And there's posters and illustrations of various beasts in the menagerie. And there's a counter with a tiller box and a glass counter that displays token mugs, bookmarks, and other small souvenirs. You don't see anything alive in there.
I'm gonna say, well, if you guys like your stay at the zoo, come and get a souvenir. And I'm gonna ask Randall, do you think we should just put the zookeeper in here for now, out of the rain, and you can come back?
Let's not leave him here where the alligator can get to him.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And probably maybe somewhere that's got like a couch or something, if there is such a thing around here.
Mm.
Do you remember anything like a bench or anything inside?
There's pieces of this wagon over here. There's benches.
You have benches.
You could always leave him on a throne, per se, and close in the lavatory.
Now, this is a ticket booth. This is where they issue tickets.
Well, there's stuffed animals in here that you could use as a pillow, and that might be comfortable.
I'm sure I can get him over there. I'll kind of like pick them up.
Sure. Put them inside the gift shop.
I'll close the door.
Sure.
Oh,
I'll try to find like a. Is there like maybe like a flat enough, sturdy enough table to kind of let them lie down on?
Ah,
A
sure.
shelf or something?
This one here. Actually, over here on the counter where you place your goods, so comfortable enough there with some stuffed animals even for a pillow. By the way, I'd just like to acknowledge that you successfully negotiated your way around a monster without resorting to violence. So, well done, Gala. It is possible. You don't have to kill
Yeah.
everything that you come across.
very good.
It's good that you did that because I was going to mind sliver it.
Well, should we try this door? Might as well. We don't know if the architect's here or not. I'll leave the door opening to my sturdy friends.
I'll just kick this one in.
Easy enough to kick in. And inside are some lavatories.
That's exciting.
Not exciting.
Go
but
before you
extremely
go.
Necessary.
Yes.
A quick cursory glance in there, Shinigami. There's just lavatories. There's no one in there.
Nobody's head stuffed in the toilet or anything.
Oh wow, this is much bigger than I thought. This place.
As you go past here, old Gnarly pokes his head up. It says, "I'm waiting. Don't be too long." And he slithers back underneath the water. Shinigami, as you head over there, it's some type of greenhouse, and that sign you're in front of says, "Get transported to distant lands by the bloom of amazing colors and scents." And it's a greenhouse.
You want to have experience with plants?
I have studied nature. I know a little bit about plants. Proficient in nature.
Can we see inside this from outside, Malcolm?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little overgrown at the moment. It doesn't seem to be affected by the rain because it's a glass house. So the only thing I would say is it's a bit overgrown. But it's like anything else, there's flowers to smell, there's mosses, there's all sorts of things. But you do notice there are 3 zookeepers in there. These guys here that are dead.
Uh-oh.
Is the opening big enough for Gnarly to fit through?
No.
Can we tell what killed these zookeepers?
If you want to look from the outside, absolutely you can, but it's going to be a medicine check at disadvantage.
So, Drift is proficient in medicine, so if somebody else is, we can cancel that out for straight.
I am not proficient in that. Sorry.
Okay, I'll take the disadvantage with the guidance then. Not even gonna roll the guidance because that's a 2, 4, and 8. Maybe actually. Hold on. 8 plus 4 might be good. Oh yeah, 12. Okay.
Hey. Now that you get a closer look, they're actually not zookeepers. They are in fact royal swords. You don't know where their loyalties lay. Could be either way because things are split along their line. But you also notice, so this person here wearing robes like a witch servant cultist.
Seems like what you all have told me, those loyal to the new queen have died inside that dome.
Mm. And you couldn't tell what killed them?
No, I can just tell you that they are not breathing, nor are they alive.
Well, it would be. What about the dead bodies out here? Assuming those were dead bodies.
They two royal swords, and I'll say with the way that their bodies have fallen, looks as if they were running for the safety of the greenhouse, and they've got bite marks on them. You're not sure, but you think it might be the work of old Gnarly.
Okay. Well, he likes to kill for sport too. It appears he didn't eat them.
I would.
What were you going to say, Drift?
Just from the angle I see 3 healthy, peacock-looking creatures in this pen this way. This dome here is just full of vegetation.
Let's kill some birds and feed the gator.
Yes. Toil would like to see if there's any interesting plants in here before she departs.
Guidance.
Inside the greenhouse?
Walk away.
Yeah, inside the greenhouse. Nature check.
Once again, at disadvantage, you're doing it from the outside.
Oh, all right. I will guide myself. One more time. Ooh, that could be okay. 19.
So peering in through the glass house, you see a wide variety of flowers. Some of them, if used correctly, could be poisonous, and some of them, if you're used correctly, could be medicinal. And you have a memory of what Drift said about necessary components for a potion. You're not 100% sure, but maybe in here would be herbs and spices and shrooms to possibly construct a healing potion. You're not sure though.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, yeah. If we want to uphold our bargain, I'd be ashamed to kill those birds, but got to do what we got to do. Ooh, Venick also might want something.
The birds for the price of the human.
Yes, this is true.
Did you want to pick flowers before we go over there?
I think it's good to note. I mean, I would like to inspect the bodies to see if there's anything of value on them. I know we're resource poor right now, so anything might be able to help, but I feel like that's low priority. We're looking for the architect after all.
Nothing pings, Gala? The sign on the door there, on this little information board next to Shinigami, says, "Marvel at the beautiful plumage and listening to the soothing songs of the minstrels of the air." And immediately these peacock-type creatures come up and they start squawking quite loudly. And push up against the cage. Are you gonna lightning lure one of them? Okay.
Yep, I'm going to try and zap him and squeeze him through the cage and hope he dies while he's squeezing through the cage.
Oh, Shinigami, that creature wanted squirming ones. I don't know how we're going to fulfill that, though.
I'll wiggle it around.
Oh, very good.
Okay, just a second. So what is the strength save? So -2. And it rolls a 6. So it takes 7 points of damage. And you can't pull it through the cage, of course. And as you lightning lure to it, in the same way that a peacock opens up its feathers, what it does, it opens up its wide plume. And can I have the 4 people over here? Please make me wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
With Gallia's aura, that's a 13.
Oh, man.
16 because I rolled advantage. I guess.
I'm gonna
Toriel?
use I'm gonna go back in time and try that again. It was meant to be.
So the drift, you're about to succumb to the same effect, but once again you're saved by the aura of Toriel. Sorry for calling Gala, but Toriel, you're not so lucky. You're enchanted by this beautiful plumage, and feel maybe you should get closer. And you start wandering over to open up the cage door.
Hey, timing, but I gotta go AFK a sec to put my son to bed.
Sure. Okay.
We should let these birds out. They're so beautiful.
Well, should we let O'Narly know that his snack is ready? We can let him loose, and then he can just pop out and have a ball. Or have a bird, I guess.
Toriel opens the cage door.
Roll for initiative.
All right.
Oh my god.
Oh, geez, a couple high rollers.
We'll wait for Shinigami to get back. We're missing Randall. Oh, there's Shinigami. And a Randall. $16. Okay, so you watch as Toriel reaches over. And actually, she pushes the cage door open and takes a step inside, wanting to be closer to these creatures. Drift, you shout out a thing of warning, but she's gone in anyway. Drift, what do you do?
Free action. I will shout out, "Oh, gnarly! The deal that you made with Gallia has been honored. Your snacks are incoming. Are you ready?"
We'll see if Old Gnarly gets involved.
With my 16 passive perception, do I see any snout air bubbles?
Nope.
Okay. I will come to here. I will grab Toriel, and I will drag her out using forced movement. And I know it will be difficult terrain per se, so I'm going to burn a key point to be able to dash her out. And that would be 10, 20, 30, 40, because I have 45 feet of movement, and pull her back to where she's beside Shinigami.
She doesn't want to be pulled back, so it's going to be a contested roll. So athletics or acrobatics against each other.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Can I choose the most unfavorable?
No,
Probably not.
you can't.
Okay. All right. Acrobatics it is. All right.
Royale, you really don't want to go here. You think maybe if you twisted time, it might be even more advantageous. You don't want to go, so I think this is the thing that Toriel would do. So roll acrobatics again.
I actually I already used my reaction first time. Is that a? It was right before con, but that's up to you, I guess. Yeah.
No, I think you'd have it back. So roll again.
All right. Dang it. Yeah. Slip out of that.
So drift, you try and pull her from there and fail. So
Okay. So I guess I'm back to here because I didn't really get to
Yep.
pull her, but I've still burned my key point. Okay, that's fine then. Hold on.
Thanks for trying, Drift.
To move back. I'm just mad that I have a +7 and I rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't been damaged, but let's just go ahead and toll the dead on the one in front of Toriel. So a wisdom save of 14.
this one's been
This one's been
damaged.
This one's been damaged? Okay, sorry. If this one's been damaged, wisdom save of 14 to this one then.
Rolls
Thank
a
you.
5, so roll your d12s.
All right, 2d12s. Thank you, Jimmy. Oh,
Here's
wow. Great damage.
Nice.
With a horrifying squeak, this one just explodes as Toll the Dead rings in its head. Down it goes.
That's the turn. That's
Okay.
a bonus in action.
Cool. Oh, that one. Well, that guy's not going to get a go now.
Oh, yeah.
buddy.
Good call.
This creature is going to fly in the way that peacocks fly around a friendly creature towards it, which would be Toriel. And comes out, swings around here, and tries to take a bite out of Randall. And it rolls a dirty 20, Randall. Does that hit?
Just hits, yeah.
Just hits, okay. So 5 points of piercing damage, and make me a Constitution saving throw. No help from Gala. You look down in horror as your legs begin to turn to stone. You try and break free from them, but you're planted right there on the ground, and you feel the stone slowly coming up over your body. Random. What would you like to do with your feet to our stone? You're mechanically restrained. What do you do?
Alright, if I'm mechanically restrained, I guess there's really nothing way to break out of it. But I'm going to bonus action Giant Smite.
Okay.
Nice. I like it.
And can I attempt, even though I'm restrained, I'm assuming it's my feet that are technically restrained, but my arms should not be restrained quite yet. Can I try to grapple this bird?
Sure. Not sure if that. No, yeah, and you can do so with your giant smite as well. So, well, it rolls a natural 20 for an 18. So make your athletics check. Yeah, it's cool. The natural 20 doesn't work, so I'll call that a failure. So you grab hold of this thing that's got you pinned, and you're hugging the peacock.
All right, so I've grabbed it.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm going to try. Can I, with my second, because I don't know if this is technically an attack action. You can rule it if you want to. I'd like to throw the peacock into the water.
Sure.
Yeet.
It's just going to try and resist. This time it rolls a 17. It's rolling really well for a -2 on its strength.
Oh.
Yeet. Okay, we'll see what old Gnarly does. I'll throw it over there. And it doesn't have a storm, so it's just kind of splashing around pathetically in there. But nice yeeting skills. Very cool.
And Drift also called out to him if that factors in.
Sure. That's your
All right,
turn,
that
Randall?
will be my turn.
No, it's not. So because you
Honestly,
at advantage, I'm going to say, because this is a good way to break the stone thing with your giant smites. Make a con save at advantage. Yeah. As you grow up to giant strength, the stone kind of falls from your feet and you're no longer restrained. But that happens at the end of your turn.
Yep.
Okay. This one squawks, comes out, comes over to here, and
It got through Randall?
yeah.
yeah, I'm blocking the gate now.
'Cause he's
Good point.
huge now.
Good point. Good point.
Well, large. I'm not huge. I'm large.
Or yeah.
It once again opens up its feathers in one of those wide arcs that peacock stars and starts shaking it. And can I have everybody? I'm missing someone. No, everybody.
Oh,
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Do I need to roll again?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Okay, you're all good except for Randall. Randall, these birds are not so bad. They're your friends. And now that Randall is a friendly ally,
Oh no. Oh.
gonna come over here and try and bite Shinigami. It comes at you.
Oh, is its action not to use its plume thing?
You're right. But it comes out there anyway, and it is going to try and bite Shinigami on its turn. That's what it's going to do. And this one is going to try. Comes up next to Gala. And actually can fly over there and get to Gala. You can do that. It's got a decent fly speed. So it comes up to Gala, tries to bite you. Rolls a 14, just bounces off your plate mail armor. No good. Finally, this one. This one comes to... this one's just going to fly away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it just takes off. That's what it's going to do. Toriel, at the start of your turn, can you make me another wisdom saving throw, please?
All right.
Oh, at the end of your turn. Sorry. Which one? No. Oh, that's the start of your turn. So you're good. So you think, what the hell was I doing? Yeah, it happens at the start of your turn. So you're fine.
All right. Okay. Well, does that make it so Randall's enemy? I probably don't know that though.
No,
Maybe.
Randall's friendly to the... Oh. No, you can go through there. Randall's friendly to the peacocks, and he's also friendly to you. They haven't turned them against you.
Although it's probably safe right here. So I'm just gonna do a firebolt. And I'll just try to target this one right there.
Sure. That hits.
20.
Oh,
What? Max damage. I love it. Fire.
Oh.
That's one of those.
let's It smells like Kentucky Fried Chicken for a second as you charbroil this peacock. It does not go down.
All
Though.
right. Okay. All right. That'll be my turn.
Ayla, you got this bird peacock trying to attack you. What do you do?
All right, so I'm gonna move down one here, and I'm gonna attack this guy here with Bloodsong.
Sure.
Maybe. Get it out there. Go. Go.
It's just an old-fashioned blood song.
Oh.
You used the lucky on that one.
Sure, sure.
Not used to your old new weapon yet.
Yeah.
11 hits. It's a peacock.
Oh, nice.
Let's roll damage.
That much damage to it. So it's, I don't know about what it did there. It did some weird stuff. So I guess 7? Yeah, I guess 7.
Plus, I don't know, it's weird.
It rolled all that. I clicked it once and it rolled all that, so I don't know.
It's because you're using it one-handed or two-handed.
Yeah.
Are you using it
So
one-handed?
one-handed, yeah.
So I think it's 7. I might have said this is a custom thing that I came up with. So 7 plus 1. I don't know where the 10 comes from. 7
Yeah,
plus
okay.
1 plus 2?
Well, it's 11 plus 2 for the two-handed, and 7 plus 1, so I say I guess it's 8.
Yeah, I think it's adding the necrotic twice, the 1 and the 2. So we'll just
Oh,
add it
yeah.
up. 8. But regardless, 8 is enough. And it kills it. And I think, Daniel, that's quite a good thing that it died, right?
So what happens is that it, like, the blood of the creature kind of like turns to a mist and forms around me, and I have some kind of like stuff around me.
Oh, I'm so sad Bass is gone now.
Temporary hit points is what it is. So
Nice.
Precision plus my level, so I'm level. What level am I?
We're level 6.
6 plus 3, so I get 10 temporary hit points.
Ooh, that's nice.
I'm so sad Bass can't see you basking in blood right now. This pains me.
It was kind of funny. I thought that was kind of fun, like a blood mist is flying around me for temporary hit points. And then I'm going to attack them with my second attack.
Sure. And as of course, as you swing it, you hear some ghostly whispers there.
Oh,
Approve of what you're doing.
I don't know. I clicked it once and it did all that, Malcolm. So I don't know what that means.
It's 7, then 6 necrotic, then 8 for the crit, then another 3 necrotic.
Okay.
So what is that?
So 7 and 3 is 10, plus 8 is 18, plus 6 should be 24?
And I'll put a
No,
divine
22.
smite on it, just because. Yeah, you get a roll like that, you got to do a divine smite.
Sure.
So divine smite is what? I don't remember ever.
First level is 2d8, but since you crit, it's 4d8.
Yeah, Gayla's liking her new sword as the whispers get even louder. Once again, you can't make them out, but the whispers approve of what you're doing, Gayla.
Yeah. That's it for me.
Oh, old Gnarly, who rolled quite low on initiative, comes up from the water. I'll roll for old Gnarly. I'll give him advantage since it's splashing around in the water. First of all, it's going to whip with its tail. Rolling a 17, which is enough. And takes 12 bludgeoning. And a strength saving throw from that. Means it's knocked prone. And so it's going to go bite at advantage. 15 still hits. Takes... Old Gnarly comes up, takes a big bite of the strange peacock, grabs it, and takes it underwater. Enjoying the feast, it seems. Shinigami! You see all the... There's just one fleeing, it seems. What do you do?
I don't see it fleeing. Where'd it go?
Right to the
Down here.
south.
Where is it?
Sal,
South.
I'm pinging it for you.
South.
Oh, I just got to zoom out a little bit. Okay, so let's do this.
We should try to save it for Venick somehow. I don't know how to do that, but
I was thinking the same thing.
we can throw it in a bag.
Don't kill the pretty bird. Bird, my friend.
Well, I can't really do any of the things I would normally do. It's just out of range. So before I do that, before I move down there, I would have done a bonus action to telekinetically shove this dead one, fling it out into the water.
Sure. Poof.
And then I guess I will hold my action. If I can get within range of this guy, then I'll lightning lure it.
Sure, so just getting ready. Maybe someone else can help. Let's see what Drift can do.
Let's see here. Well, first off, let's do this. And oh, it's what do we do here? Okay, I'll burn it. Key point to bonus action dash
Sure.
in its face. 2 attacks with the spear.
Sure. 13 hits. Ooh, ouch.
13 damage.
Got it.
And hold on here.
Right, I yell out, Knock, just try to get Drift. Long story, we want to feed it to our friend.
And I'm gonna make that a stunning strike. Con save 14.
It becomes stunned.
Nice.
Okay. Second attack at advantage. Non-lethal.
Oh. Yep, that hits. It's still just holding on.
And stunning strike. There we go. Okay. That's it because my bonus was the dash, so I am done.
Okay. Look, this is a bird. It's stunned. It's going to be a matter of time, so I'm just going to say you knock it out. Brando, you get out of your chant, and that will be it for the combat. This is only ever going to go one way. Well, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't.
I like the bird.
Ah, there you go.
Pretty birdie, Randall. Pretty birdie.
Pretty
we-
bird.
I was gonna say, I don't know if we could take it with us or we just keep it in the cage and bring Venick here. I don't know what would be best.
So I'm going to say we need to find some kind of cloak to cover its face so it can't do that turn to stone thing. I don't know what it's that makes up, but you don't want it stoning anyone. Is there find a hood somewhere maybe or some kind of makeshift hood for it?
There's lots of dead zookeepers around, so you could use one of their hoods.
Guys, do we need to be concerned about that big guy across the water?
King Blackhorn.
What big dude? Oh, I didn't see that guy.
You'll also notice there's a Triceratops here that is very obviously dead.
Yeah, we should make our way around, but this looks like a building. Is this a building here? Down below?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, let's check that out. I can't get out of the cage. Oh, okay, now I can get.
So
I'm stuck.
The dynamic lighting's really weird on this building. I think that will be the way to do it. So Shinigami.
And I'll yell out this before I leave. Feast well, Darley. Our deal is done.
Deal. There's a deal. And he goes back and enjoys his fresh peacockatrice because he couldn't get there before. On the sign there, Shinigami, you see a sign that says, "Guess the mimic. Spot the monster before it eats the rabbit." There's no rabbit.
You guys want to kill a mimic?
Only if we have to. Well, I mean, hey, Mimic might be able to eat a mimic too. Who knows?
As you
There's
approach
nothing endearing about mimics.
that door, you hear a voice from the other side. Ah, who is it? Who is out there?
Who's in there?
But a simple zookeeper trying to find somewhere safe. I fear all the other zookeepers are dead, and all I hear is old Gnarly and White Top going hammer and tongs against each other. I guess any humans is welcome. And he opens the door, and he says, "Oh, Mama, you're not human, but that's okay. Come inside, please."
Who are you?
Alec, is he dressed like a cultist on purpose, or is that just his token?
No, he's wearing the garbs of a cultist. My name is Zerator. I usually don't do it with a lowercase z, but sometimes caps locks gets the better of me. But come inside, please. It's safe here, out of the rain.
I'm going to lightning lure.
You're gonna prepare to bonk him in his face with a staff when he's within 5 feet of Shinigami. Or a spear, sorry, not a staff, a spear.
Strength saving throw. Bring up his stats. Oh, natural 1. And 12 is actually enough to kill him. And he says, why did you do that? I'm not a cultist. I was using the ropes to keep the rain off from me. He dies.
I thought he was the mimic.
I respect it.
He does a pretty good job of playing dead now.
He does. Well,
And you see another creature now that I've sorted out the dynamic lighting. It looks like a big owl type creature.
that's the biggest timeline I've ever seen.
It looks very agitated as it moves around
Very
his
good.
cage.
I couldn't see it before, but now I can see it.
The dynamic lighting
Oh, yep, I see it
is
now.
weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of pacing around the cage.
Can I go smaller?
Oh, sure.
A little big for this area.
It's very much an angry bird.
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and kick in this door.
Kick in that door. Okay. You see there's lots of interesting things in here. There's a ceiling with iron bars, barrel, a trough, a crate, an armchair, an oven, and a chest. And water's seeped in a little bit, so this area is a little damp from the water that's overflowed from the pond.
I'm gonna just start mage handing everything in the room and just try and tickle every single object.
Toriel, you might want to get in the building, not outside.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna pat down the dead pretend cultist to see if there's any useful information.
Sure.
Addy.
We'll get to that in a second. So, Shinigami, you start patting the barrel, no reaction. You start on the crate, no reaction. The armchair, no reaction. The oven, no reaction. And when you get to this trough, your mage hand sticks to the trough. Okay. Here's my trough. Gonna make it the appropriate size. And a strength saving throw. Strength saving throw roll was a 9. So take 16 points of damage. And you're dragging it. Oh, that's 19. And you drag it all the way over to you like this, Shinigami?
Yep.
I'm going to say when it gets there, I think this is really worth initiative, but it's going to try and pseudopod you. What was it, 14? That's going to miss. What do the rest of you guys do? Lay into it? What do you do?
Yep. Open fire.
Yep.
Okay, so lightning bolts, fire bolts, all sorts of things just lay into this mimic. And the mimic that took the form of a trough just plain old dies. I didn't think it was really worth rolling initiative for that one. And down it goes.
I'll check the chest in the room too while he's checking the body of the cultist.
Okay, so on the body of the cultist,
Guidance on Shinigami when it goes to his turn.
okay. You find,
Can I help Toriel?
Absolutely.
No roll required, but you do find this on the cultist, quote unquote. So the
Potion of Misty.
So it works just like a spell. You can drink it as a bonus action and then teleport as part of the same bonus action.
Does anyone not have the ability to Misty Step? Because I already have that, and maybe it'd be useful for one of you.
That would be one Randall who has no spell casting.
I don't have it, but I think Randall is the best.
Okay.
I think Randall going giant and teleporting around the battlefield is a great idea.
I think that's
I like. And here's some coinage. Let's see here.
Toriel, I know I don't speak for the group, but if you need coins for spells, maybe you should keep all that.
That is very generous. I will. I mean, it's not a lot, but I do appreciate it, and I guess we'll just share it. But yeah, I can put it on my put it in my pocket, and if anyone else needs it, I'm happy to share.
For now, you definitely can have all of Drift's cut because he is still enlightened.
All right. I'll just put it on there, but yeah, keep it.
Man, I wish I was enlightened.
Two.
Or not enlightened, but holding his newfound faith for the past few years. Yeah, that's better.
And then the chest in the mimic room.
Oh, sorry, the mimic room. Having a look around. You actually find a potion, and it's labeled with a label that says emergency use only. And I'll just give this to you. It's a potion of invisibility.
Oriel, do you want to hold on to this too?
Yeah, unless someone thinks they can use it. Well, right now yeah, whoever thinks they could use it, I'm not very stealthy, so even if invisible, they'll probably know where I'm at. Maybe Drift. Drift, could you use the potion of invisibility?
If it is dire, I could use it to blend in and then heal one of you, my fellow allies. Yes.
I think then Drift. You should take this. But thank you, Shinigami. Thanks for thinking of me. I try to keep myself safe.
It's magical, you're magical, it makes sense to me. And I kick open this door.
The first thing you notice is similar to the other room. This one is partially flooded, and as you open it, there's a creature there. Heard what happened to the north, decides maybe I should be prepared, and it's going to take a prepared action against you, Shinigami. And its character sheet. It's going to try and bite you, Shinigami. It rolls an 11. It misses. What do you do, Shinigami?
I will just whack.
Once again,
Oh my god.
I'm just going to say with your combined abilities, this is... You just lay into the creature, and it falls up, fall on its back like when an insect dies, it turns up on its back.
Right. Is there anything of significance other than the insect in this room?
Yes. You find just some coinage.
Alright, does somebody want to put that in group loot, or do we just want to give it to Toriel for magic stuff?
Do we have a group?
It is such a small amount, I don't see why we would not give it to Toriel.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's like,
Alright, well, we fulfilled our obligation to the alligator. Do we want to keep slaughtering creatures in here, or are we happy with what we've accomplished in here?
I would
We're
like
looking
to...
for Nardir. Is he? I mean, I'm not sure what happened with that.
Yes. Good point, young Galia. I would like to raise a point. These creatures are innocent, and yet they keep getting slaughtered. These ones haven't attacked us. We entered their habitats. We should leave the last creature and try to search for Nardar Tech.
yes.
Alright, well, let's just start looking in cages then.
Drift is right. Hmm.
Holy moly, what are those ugly birds?
Yeah, rather large birds. They look like a mated pair. And they're eyeing you suspiciously.
Malcolm,
Yep.
the room we were just in looks to have some sacks and some stuff. Is there any food in that room?
Um, eh, there is some putrid meat and some wilted vegetables. And you remember maybe the main feeding thing was that grain. And Avra remembers she's a somebody and comes join you. And these feeding grain tubes over there is the main one.
Okay.
Where'd
So
you go, Layla?
Drift's gonna go.
Stay there for a second. Okay, Randall, as you approach over there, you see the bird that some of you would know as Soft Plume. He starts looking at you suspiciously. These birds come right up to the edge of their cages. Animal handling
Drift
check,
is
Randall.
What was that?
Animal handling check, please, Randall.
Oh. Sorry, Roll20 is doing weird things on my end over here.
Sure.
See if it'll send it through. Did it do anything?
Nope. What did you roll anyway? But you can see the roll.
I'll roll it over here, I guess. Oh, nope, it's still not showing it on my end. Somebody roll a d20 for me and add +2.
got you covered, buddy.
One step ahead.
Malcolm
Oh, no,
got
no, you got it. You got it.
No, you said roll a 19. You got it.
Well, I would have kept it if as a natural one. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, mine was a 8. There we go. So 20.
20 or 20. We'll take 21. They're hungry, Randall, and they're getting desperate. What do you do?
Would I know what they eat?
They're
I won't care at this
birds.
point.
I think with their nature, they pretty much eat anything. You can tell by their beaks, it's designed for meat. So you think maybe they'd prefer meat. Like mices, rabbits,
Mimics.
People.
mimics.
Yeah.
People, yeah.
Okay, can I go back and get the mimic and then throw the mimic to him?
Guidance.
You go grab the mimic. And who are you throwing it at? There's 2 cages.
We also have some old birds that are dead too up further north. There's like 2 of them too.
Oh, the peacocks? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Since there's more of the mimic, we'll throw them to the 2 eaglets looking things over there, 2 big birds down there below.
Okay, we'll start with that. Make me an animal handling check at advantage. Actually, I'll roll 2
And
d20s
guidance?
for you. And guidance.
I think I got it.
Oh, you go. Oh, okay, sure. And guidance.
That's 14. And guidance.
I did say at advantage.
16.
because- At advantage because you're offering them meat.
16?
They retreat back over here and start feasting on the mimic. Soft Plume is getting even more angry and agitated.
That's a good idea, Randall. Maybe we should give him the birds too, or give this one the birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's all give him the bird.
Like giving KFC to a chicken, but sure. And another animal handling check at advantage.
Guidance?
Yeah.
Anybody else wants to roll an animal hand take?
You got it, Randall. And the D4.
Guidance. 15.
Starts munching on the thing. And once again, without the need for violence, you've negotiated a situation. Well done.
Nice. Yeah, I worry about these animals. I mean, we can't do this every day, of course. They'll die. So I don't know if we let them out after they eat, of course. We don't want them to look at us as food, but are they better off letting them out, or do we come back and
They'll eat each other, or the gator will eat them, or they'll get free and eat people.
That's true. Yeah.
I agree.
So
We
easy.
have a task. We have to get to Nandar-Tuk. The animals come later.
Speaking of Nandar-Tuk, you haven't seen any sign of him, but Randall, with your keen eye, you notice on the bottom of this cage and the two cages next to it, there's some sort of trapdoor on the bottom. And you figure maybe that's how they feed them. They push up food from the trapdoor. So you feel as if you get into this cage and open the trapdoor, it would open up a whole new area of the menagerie. And as you ponder that and ponder what to do with the animals, we're going to have to end it there, guys. And we'll pick this up next